last night. Instead of going out to find trouble, that's just trouble. I think I run away sometimes whenever I get too vulnerable. That's not your fault. See, I wanna stay the whole night.
Pick up some copies and the documents for approval so that we've actually got something to work with. Thanks, bye.
Bring him on.
Yeah. Focus.
I can't pay for anything.
-2. Woo. The way I'm dressed makes it look like I might be in Russia, but the amount of snow definitely does not suggest that at all. It's not quite as fun to have a snow day when actually it doesn't mean that you have to stay at home and not going to work, because actually there's a pandemic on and you have to stay home anyway. Can you pay for things now?
Yes.
Fabulous. Because there are very contagious strands of the coronavirus at the moment, we try not to leave the house at all. So we get Gusto recipe box deliveries. Thank you. I shall avoid the car. We only have them coming 4 days a week, so we are going to get some dinner for tonight from our local little Sainsbury's. It's so cold, my hands are so cold.
It's so cold.
This was a necessary journey, but also a very bad idea. Oh my god.
I don't know what you're saying, but is that good?
That's a good patch. Do you like that?
Is that the camera?
I did. Caught me right in my eye. Woo.
Okay, Google. Play Mine by Bazzy.
Mine by Batsy, sure.
Bazzy.
Yeah. No, I just had a little bit too much of Hennessy. Just gonna tell you how I feel. Look. You so precious when you smile. Yeah. Hit it from the back and drive you wild. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, I lose myself up in those eyes.
Ooh, it's even better today. You're so good at that. Whoa.
What? Oh my god. Don't die.
I'm gonna go to the pavement.
You literally went.
We don't make use of walks. We're allowed one walk every day and we don't make use of that at all. So we're going to the end of my road to post a card and then that's it. We're going back in. That's our fresh air. Kitty cat. Hello. Okay, bye. See you later. No, not again.
This is my snowman.
The fact that the Gusto box arriving once a week is a highlight in our week really should tell you something about how exciting lockdown is. Aaron has pointed out that I should say that this is not a sponsorship. I buy this and so does Aaron. We pay it out of our own money. Basically though, since September 2020, we have had Gusto delivered to us, which has, as I said, cut down on the amount of times that we had to leave the apartment, which is great because, you know, coronavirus. But it has also meant that we eat something different every day because we were eating the same things and cooking the same stuff over and over again. We've cut down on the number of takeaways. It's all really, really good and I like it. You get these recipe cards when you don't fling them in your face and yeah, just cook something new.
Really, thanks for the description. Like real, we'll get discounts for you there.
Okay, link to get a Gusto box in the description.
In my dreams I'm dying all the time. Then I wake, it's kaleidoscopic mind.
I do fully understand and appreciate the irony that I said on Monday that we rarely leave the house anymore, but I said it while walking to Sainsbury's just to pick up a few things. And then today, I actually have to go into London for the first time, like central London, since December 2020. But I do have a task that needs to be completed in the office itself. No one is in there, all of my colleagues work from home, and I am anticipating that London is going to be quite empty as well. So we'll go in safely, but this is something that needs to be done.
I weigh heavy on your conscience, and time is of the essence now. So play it right. When you're all done, are you seen enough to see the sun? Or left behind us?
Having come into London now during an actual lockdown, don't like it. It is interesting to see how much people have taken advantage of this time to do sort of building work. There's a lot of scaffolding around, but just all the dark shops and restaurants, and I'm in Soho and there's a fair few independent stores here which will likely never reopen again. I love working in central London, but it doesn't quite feel like my London right now. Right, to work, all I gotta do is count all of the t-shirts and hoodies and sort of merch item things that we have remaining, and then I can go home.
When you feel the pressure weighing on your soul, I'll be there to help fill the page of gold. Hard for you to measure where you set your sights. Feel a sense of leisure, or play it right. Draw me a pretty little picture.
I've finished all of my work and now we're heading home, but first I'm going to try and stop off at Oseo, which is a Korean supermarket in Leicester Square, just to see if it's open and to pick up a few bits and pieces.
Won't be over when you hit your heights. So hold on tighter. When you feel the pressure weighing on your soul, I'll be there to help fill the page with gold. Offer you to measure where you set your sights. Feel a sense of leisure, or play it right. Play it right, play it right, play it right, play it. And I could be your savior.
My hair's a nightmare. It's kind of like the rings of a tree, I feel like. Like, rings of a tree tells you how long it has been alive and anything that's happened to it. This root growth is showing you just how long I've been inside and have not been able to see a hairdresser. The way I tend to spend weekends these days is mostly on my own. Aaron is a lot of the time in his room playing Dungeons and Dragons online with his friends for hours, which is pretty cool to have that as his hobby. But it does mean that I sort of don't have anything to do. I kind of just make it up as I go along instead. So a lot of the times I watch like a Netflix show. I'll listen to podcasts. At the moment I'm listening to No Such Thing as a Fish, which is made by the QILs. If you don't know QI, look up this show right now. I do know that like a lot of my audience is actually also in the UK. So if you're from the UK, I'd like to know, because like we're all in lockdown together right now, like how are you spending your time? Or maybe if you're from like another country and you're not necessarily in lockdown right now, like how are you spending your time anyway? How's the situation? How's the situation for you? I'd like to know. Let's have a chat. But yeah, I just really appreciate everybody like sticking around with me through this and checking out old videos. I see your comments coming in on old videos, so I'm glad they are keeping you entertained and informed and interested during whatever situation that you're living through. Something that Aaron is actually doing right now is taking a filmmaker's course, and so tonight we're going to be making pizzas from scratch, and so he wants to film it in a very filmmaker type way. So hopefully what comes up next is very stylish shots of pizza making.
this is good.